Why does a crow trying to walk like a swan end up forgetting how to walk altogether? Because imitation kills authenticity. Krishna drops one of the most liberating verses in the entire Gita, a permission slip to be imperfect. Chapter 3, verse 35. The verse that frees you from the tyranny of comparison. It is far better to perform one's own duty imperfectly than to perform another's duty perfectly. Destruction in the course of one's own duty is better. Another's duty is fraught with danger. Svadharma, your own nature, your own calling, your own unique frequency. Krishna says, even if you do it badly, incomplete, rough around the edges, stumbling, it's still superior to perfectly executing someone else's script. Why? Because paradharma, another's path, is bhayavaha, dangerous. It erodes your soul. You become a high-resolution copy with no original underneath. A potter sits at his wheel. His pots aren't symmetrical. They have thumbprints, slight wobbles, uneven glazes. A factory down the road produces flawless ceramics by the thousand. Yet people travel miles to buy his pots. Why? Because each one carries a human signature. Each imperfection is a fingerprint of authenticity that no machine can replicate. A musician learns every trending song, executes them flawlessly, gets polite applause. Then one night, she plays something from her own heart, unpolished, raw, unrehearsed. The room goes silent, not because it was perfect, because it was true. Your original note, however shaky, resonates deeper than 1,000 borrowed melodies. Two paths in a forest. The wide one is paved, lit, crowded with footprints. The narrow one is overgrown, uncertain, barely visible. Society says, take the wide one. It's proven. But Krishna whispers, the narrow one is yours, even if it leads through thorns, even if you walk it alone. Your path cannot be dangerous to you. Only someone else's path can. A blacksmith hammers imperfect blades. Each one is unique. Slightly different balance, slightly different curve. His neighbor mass-produces identical swords from a mold. But the blacksmith's blades, they're alive. They carry the heat of his purpose, the rhythm of his hammer, the signature of his soul. Your work doesn't need to be uniform. It needs to be yours. This week, notice where you're performing someone else's dharma, where you're copying a parent's expectations, a society's template, a peer's definition of success. Then ask, what would my version look like? Even if it's rougher, even if it's messier, even if nobody claps. Begin there, because that imperfect beginning on your path is worth more than a lifetime of perfect performance on someone else's. Your imperfect authenticity beats borrowed perfection. Every single time. One shloka. Every day. Subscribe for daily wisdom from the Gita.